This is Crime Cruise, Love Boat Exposed. Saturday. The podcast that hunts down and tears apart shenanigans on this classic TV show.
I see an awful lot of bodies who really have nothing to be ashamed of.
When laws, morals, and behavior go rogue.
She's a student of marine biology, and I know a lot of Marines who like to study her biology.
We are there.
Saturday on the Love Boat, Julia's game to join an all-male club, but she's shocked at the things they ask her to do.
Now, from Studio 109, welcome aboard.
I think it's time you and I got to know each other better. A man gets very lonely at sea.
Yes, I can imagine.
Oh, yes. Wow, that's loud. All right. What we just heard there is the captain hitting on John Ritter in drag from episode 2 of season 1 a long time ago.
Yeah, it was an early one.
Yeah, but we like sort of memorializing that in the open of our show with a couple of other interesting clips. Hello, everyone. I am Rob Springer, and I'm here with
Charlotte Jones.
And we throw it out west, too.
Producer Caleb.
Producer Caleb, PC in the house.
Oh, this is Crime Cruise Love Boat Exposed.
High season, low morals.
Yes, we don't say that sometimes.
That's okay. When it comes out, it's a special episode.
High seas, low morals.
Yeah.
Season 2, episode 14. And,
14.
Oh, gosh, 14. Yes. I don't know what number of episodes there is in season 2, but I'm going to guess we're at least midway through the season. And
I was going to say we're probably about halfway because there's usually like 20 to 25 episodes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, like
typically.
20, 26.
Right. So did we pass what would be a Christmas episode?
I think we've had a Christmas episode. No, I don't know if we've had one now.
We've had a Christmas episode, a Halloween episode, a Valentine's Day episode.
We have had Valentine's Day.
Are you sure that Valentine's Day wasn't like last year's Valentine's Day when they had the robot that was...
Well, I'm talking about just now.
What holidays have we celebrated on the Love Boat? Did we have a New Year's yet? Have they done like a whole New Year's thing?
I think so.
I don't think, no, I don't think
well, they
so.
got to do that holiday.
No, they went for Christmas. And that was when the guy was going to murder the other dude out on the deck. And
Right. Murder during the holidays is always
Yeah, and then they were like sung Christmas carols and they were actually, I forgive you.
Yeah, the Christmas carolers.
You're right, I remember.
Which I think were also some of the kids with the priest. Were they also some of the carolers?
Oh, I think you're right.
Do all orphan kids that live with priests have to know how to sing? They force them to sing.
As
Well, if they don't know how to sing, they will.
They will.
know how to
You
sing.
will learn.
God, you're right. As well as soap and water fights.
Yes.
So the only person that puts their hands on those orphans are their loving father.
Exactly.
That's
Their loving father.
Callback from last episode. Okay, to loop back to how many episodes are in this season, we have 27.
Oh,
So
wow,
we're
okay.
Pretty much halfway there.
We are halfway there. Okay, I like that.
I don't know what's coming at us. I feel like we're standing in the middle of the highway and a Mack truck is barreling down. We're going to get hit. I don't know how we're going to get hit. I know why, because we're standing there in the middle of the highway. So there you go.
I'm ready for whatever these dicks want to throw our way.
Yeah. Anything we need to know, Producer Caleb?
If you guys remember what I said last week on last week's episode,
The family part.
Julie might have a little family issue.
Oh. Is there a bun in the oven?
No, there's also a something quite disturbing. We'll know it when we get there.
I love that.
But yeah, that's it.
Well,
Okay.
we like taking apart the Love Boat and finding all the sleaze and illegalities in every episode, and it sounds like this will be no different, and here we go.
Hi there.
Hi, I'm Judy Barrett,
Pretty blonde lady with the
and
dock
this is
and
my
gopher.
fiance, Gary Gage.
Oh.
Welcome aboard.
Thanks. Has my sister Joni checked in yet?
Not yet. No.
Is your sister as beautiful as you?
Exactly.
Really?
And her fiance is almost as cute as I am.
How nice for all of you.
Shot
He's just
down.
like literally being so lecherous right in front of her fiance. Like he can't even control himself in front of other dudes when it's obvious. He just drives me batshit crazy. I don't understand why some other dude hadn't clocked his fucking face yet.
Oh, that has happened.
He has.
Oh,
he got punched, remember, in like an earlier episode. Yeah.
Remember the girl who left the bad sort of fiance situation? He's like, when you're out, grab me a pack of cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
And then the doc volunteered that she could stay in his bed.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And he got slugged because of that. So, but he
But he hasn't been slugged by a dude, is what I'm saying. right?
No, the ruffian husband did slug him.
You're right, okay.
But more to the point, he should be punched much more than he's actually been punched.
Yeah.
That's what we're getting at.
I think we've seen like Isaac get beat up more than the doc, honestly.
Yeah, I guess we have.
What kind of profiling is that, just saying?
So,
right, that's a good point.
I've not seen what happens in this episode, so my guess is maybe we're going to see a twin. Maybe the girl plays a brunette version of herself. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't happen, but you know what, folks? Let's just roll the dice.
I like Julie, too. I mean, I wouldn't call Julie a girl. I mean, I call that a woman.
She certainly is that, all right.
Isaac's been drinking.
A very lovely woman, too. I suppose you two must be very good friends by now.
Oh, yeah, about 3 years.
A girl like that, I mean a woman like that, there must be a lot of guys chasing after her.
A whole bunch.
A woman in her position has to be very careful. With so many men on board, on vacation.
What are you getting
Looking
at,
to have a good time.
buddy?
Yeah, but I wouldn't worry about Julie. I mean, she's very careful.
Good.
What is this guy's deal? I hope this is not like her big brother or something, because then everything he's saying is going to be really creepy.
Well, producer Caleb did tell us that there's some families.
I know, so I'm hoping he's not part of family.
Well, we met Norman Fell. Mr. Roper is her dad. And
Yep.
I forgot who the mom is. There's room for a brother, I'm guessing. I see someone shutting up over there. He's not talking.
I know.
Fine, because we can just see what happens, producer Caleb. So there.
You got me.
So, how about the winters? Oh, it's great. Sometimes it gets to 15 above in a
Julie's
day.
sitting with the guy we just
You
saw.
hook your car into a heater every night,
And a couple
so
of
the
kids.
engine doesn't freeze. Are you guys on the Chamber of Commerce payroll or something? Let's go get another Danish. Another one?
They have glasses of milk at
But they're
the...
holding hands.
They certainly are enthusiastic about Alaska.
I think it's you they're enthusiastic about.
Well, I'll just have to try to make it up there one of these days.
Julie, when my wife died, I never thought I'd say this to another woman. And after knowing somebody for one day, it's preposterous, but I love you.
What?
Whoa. Bam-o.
Had he known her before ever? Never?
No, met on the cruise.
And now he is ready to take her home and have her raise his kids in Alaska, no doubt. Probably on some homestead somewhere.
Oh, God, right. Yeah.
Oh, my God. And he's a goofy looking dude.
Oh, God, his name's Tony Roberts.
Okay.
I think he starred in maybe That Girl or The Girl with Something Extra, one of those kind of 60s, late 60s, early 70s sitcoms, and he was in a bunch of movies. He looks like a ferret. He looks a bit like a ferret.
He does look like a ferret.
But they're already holding hands and having brunch, and she's already meeting his daughters. And this has literally been 24 hours.
Right. I'll say this. I don't know that she was holding his hand. As typical, I think a man was manhandling and holding her hand, regardless if she wants to or not.
Right.
I think I clipped it out, but Julie then says that she loves him too.
Oh, God.
Now, is that true or is that forced? Because he was like, hey, I love you, and she just didn't know what to say. Who knows? But she does say, oh, I love you too, ferret-looking man.
No, if the girl doesn't know what to say and the guy says, I love you first, the girl just looks at him and goes, oh, that's so nice. Thank you. That's so
cute.
sweet
Aw,
of you.
how sweet.
Oh, wow. I got to go home. My car now. Thank you.
I can tell you this. Due to the reserved nature of a producer, Caleb, I can guarantee you he's never done that and put himself out in that kind of vulnerable position.
Of course not. He's too much of a stud.
Am I right, producer Caleb?
No, I make sure they say it first before I...
See?
I knew it.
Knew it.
We know you. That's why you're producer.
That's why no
Caleb.
one ever ends up saying it.
Right.
It's true.
No.
All right.
Michael,
Yeah.
why can't it always be like last night?
What the hell are we seeing?
Well, I guess because sooner or later you have to get out of bed.
And Ruth buzzing.
Right. In bed, you don't have to talk.
Did you hear that?
Of course I heard it. What do you think these things on the side of my head are? Seashells?
I think she's insinuating that I don't like to talk.
Is she kidding? I can't get you to stop.
He's
If you
got a
ask me,
puppet
she's the one who never says what's
dummy
on her
who
mind.
talks.
Me?
Well, he said it, I didn't.
She's hard to reach.
Am I hard to reach? Am I?
Oh, no.
She's got one too.
Don't whisper. Say it
They're
out loud.
ventriloquists.
I said, why pay attention to a log and a bump on a log?
That's you. You always fight back with an insult.
I have to. That's all you understand.
Women, they're all the same.
God.
Okay, that last line was totally not needed. And second of all, if I was in a relationship, first of all, ventriloquism freaks me the fuck out. I think it's the weirdest shit. Can you imagine being in a relationship with someone, one, that has it, and two, you have one too, and you both communicate through your dolls?
It's the thing that's even
so
like
weird.
more messed up than that is they use their dolls to say what they
really mean.
thinking.
Yeah.
Like what they like the thoughts in their head that they would never say in person. They're using their dolls to just like totally bash on the other person.
Well, that's like social media now because people are behind their keyboards. They just get brave.
But I just see like how they're behaving and their acting is like one step away from schizophrenia.
Yeah. And I also want to know if like their outfits always change with the dolls. Like, do they always look like their dolls? Oh, that's freaking weird.
That was the disturbing thing I mentioned at the beginning of this episode. Because I was like, they're using these dolls to like have an argument and say what they didn't want to say.
Right.
And they're acting as if like the other person is saying it, which is just, it's so disturbing on so many
and then
levels.
she was like, well, when you're in bed, you don't have to talk. You better be saying some words in bed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Like,
what
you better not just be laying there like a dead fish.
Has been opened.
A pillow princess is what they're called now.
Oh, that's what they're called now? Okay.
Yeah,
do we think those dolls hook up?
A new level of mental sickness, a new level of things that we didn't expect, ventriloquism fights.
Yeah.
It makes me think that next episode, we all have our own little ventriloquist dummy.
Yeah.
And we just, hey, Charlotte, what do you think of this episode?
Caleb has to have a hat, of course.
Oh, God, that'd be great.
Charlotte, to loop back to what you said about the dolls hooking up.
Yeah.
I don't think I've kept it in this episode, but if the listeners do end up watching season 2, episode 14, they will see these two dolls kissing.
Oh, God.
Doll sex.
Doll sex. I wonder if they have parts and everything.
Doll sex.
Of course they would.
Yeah. I mean, they're literally throwing anything at the wall. Now we're going to have doll sex.
Thank you.
And do you really think the two of those people, which again, Ruth Buzzy from Laugh-In and Sid Caesar, who
It's
was
just Sid Caesar.
very popular comedian from back in the 60s, 70s, do you really think those two are going to be in bed just together? No, it's going to be like a foursome. The dolls.
Is that considered a foursome?
Of course it is. Half of it is wood.
It is.
It's half wood and it's half flesh.
Well, there better be a wood in the bed if they're having a threesome. Boom, boom, boom.
Speaking of Sid
Hey, Rob,
Caesar.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling we need a little ad break.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're right. We're right at the halfway point. Producer Caleb, thank you so much.
We'll be right back with
He's like, get
more
off this train of
Love
thought, you
Boat
dirty.
Exposed. Go to loveboatexposed.com.
Well, you guys know my show's on tonight, my Big Little Brawlers.
Or learn more about the show and our team.
I like we're having
Who
a
knows?
director's
You
track
might just
during the
be
commercial
invited
for
to the
once.
captain's
Yes.
table.
It's a pleasure
Pleasure
to welcome you
to welcome
aboard.
you all
on behalf
aboard.
of my entire crew.
It's a pleasure to welcome you all aboard. It's from my entire crew, including the ventriloquist dummies.
Do they have to buy tickets for the dolls? I mean, no.
I think so. Come on, you're pushing it.
I'm
I'm
sure
just
they
asking
tried. It's just knowing just how like
Weird they are.
schizophrenic they are. They
Yeah.
probably see these guys as like actual
Humans.
people.
Yeah.
Maybe more than ever. I really want to see more of these, the foursome of these folks. So maybe we'll see it next. I don't know. We'll see.
Happy wedding day.
Girl in bed, blonde.
Same to you.
Two blondes in bed.
Judy, I can't go through with it.
They're the.
That's just nerves.
I had
How
it
do
right.
you know?
They're twins.
Because I feel the same way you do. Nerves. Nerves.
That's shiny lipstick, huh?
Either that or we don't want to get married. I've got nothing against getting married. Me neither. So how come we've got nerves? Probably because we're marrying the wrong guys. You should marry Gary. I should marry Ted.
Well, just-
What?
Yes. I think so too. Why didn't you say something? Maybe if we'd had longer engagements, we would have found this out in time. There's still time. Let's tell the guys. Are you crazy? It's our wedding day.
Switch.
You're right.
Do it. Switch.
We don't have to tell the guys. All we have to do is switch places and they'll never know.
Forever. For the rest of our lives.
Forever. End of days.
Holy shit.
Well, I'm going to say this. We had some great acting with Dabby Coleman and Rue McCallahan.
Yeah.
this was probably the worst one actress plays her twin acting back and forth I've ever seen.
Well, first of all, how calm and collected.
People, actually.
Oh, it is? Well, how calm and collected was she when they basically said they wanted each other's fiancés? Like, I don't know. Most sisters would like fight about that, I think. But since they just both agreed, they were like, oh, yeah, we'll just switch dicks. We'll just switch. They'll never know.
Oh, my God, you're right. They're played by two different actresses, but one is named Ashley, one's Courtney. So you're right. They are two different actresses.
Because I thought that too, Rob. I was like, I think they're just playing like a camera trick, but then the way that like they were in the same room at the same time was like, I didn't think in like 78 they had this type of like split screen technology.
No, when they sucked, their acting sucked. It was almost like they were acting against their own self. So, oof.
Well, at least
and
they're
then
pretty.
looking back to you, Charlotte, let's just trade dicks for a day.
Yeah, for the rest of our lives. I'll never know.
Yeah.
They'll never figure it out.
But also, isn't it like super illegal? They're like pretending to be the same like a different person on their wedding day. Like they're like.
Well, I mean,
committing
does that even mean like the marriage is valid at that point? Because if you're not really marrying the person you think you're marrying.
Right.
I'm getting too technical.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be valid. There's something illegal in there. Damn it. Crime Cruise nailed it once again. I got to tell you this. So the two people that played, the sisters, one of them no longer has a picture on IMDb. That usually means they're dead or they don't act anymore or they don't want to spend the $120 to be on IMDb annually. And when you don't, they pull your picture down.
Yeah.
The other is someone we've all seen on a very popular sitcom. So one of those blondes is from The Office.
Which
Really?
what?
She played Jan.
Get the out of here.
She's Jan?
Get out of here. We have to go back because
No
no way. Then how old is Jan in real life? Because she must have been, 20 in this?
One is Ashley Chenol and others playing Courtney Chenol. So,
oh my gosh, she
So they're
totally
twins.
is.
Yeah, Jan, who's a good-looking
Get
lady
out of
on
here.
The
Jan
Office.
was beautiful on The Office, of course.
Very
She was
smart.
bald. Yes.
Oh, very boss. So
That's just shock. I'm in total shock right now.
Rob, play back.
All right. So was that all we're going to see of them? That we need to go back?
Or we see him again, Caleb.
We'll see them more, but I
Okay,
think we just like she's had some work done. I'm looking at pictures of
But she
Jan
didn't even
now.
need to have work done. She's so
She's
cute
definitely
right now.
had like her nose done.
Okay.
And her like her cheeks have been done and
good. Well, she had good surgery.
Yeah, she looks
Jan
great.
did, at
She
least
looks
when
great
she was
both
on The
ways. Yeah,
Office.
man.
Yeah, two
Well,
blondes.
damn.
Two blondes
That
and
was
two beds
exciting
and
for all of
lingerie.
us to be shocked and stunned.
right.
All right, so Jan Levinson, was that her name?
Yes, yeah. That's what it
And
was.
the actress is
Yes.
Melora Hardin. I don't see where Jan is either of those, but that's not for me to say. It's for IMDb to say.
Okay, well, and I guess IMDb knows everything.
Here we go. It looks like we're about to see more ventriloquist dummies.
God, they freak me out so much.
I'm ready, though. Let's see it.
Hey, how about a little kiss?
Oh, I do show it.
How about a little hug? How about a little love?
No.
Well then, how about a little divorce?
For real.
I think you hurt Patty's feelings, Divorce is nothing to joke about.
Right. But their marriage is. What difference does it make if they get divorced anyway?
Well, it means a lot to me. I could get into some serious fooling around.
And the woman's really hurt.
Sorry about my friend. He
Shut
doesn't
up, dude.
think too much
Sorry about
before
my
he
friend.
speaks.
My little friend.
I would throw that wooden thing in the trash and set it on fire.
Well said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burn it up.
Sorry about my little friend. You mean yourself. You are the person who said that, okay? Stop hiding behind this freaking wooden doll.
And well said, producer Caleb.
I mean, he has a wooden doll. Pacino had a gun when he said hello to my little friend. Yeah.
Yes. So they were in front of an audience, which was the crew, our friends, our little friends from the Love Boat, Julie and Doc and Isaac. And I couldn't help but think that they're having to do a lot of fake laughs. I heard Isaac go, like they were told, okay, these are comedy icons, team, just laugh when they do their little puppet show. And they did. It was like, we're all being held hostage by these ventriloquist dummies.
I know.
By these schizophrenic people. I think like
Deeply
there's a
disturbing.
Batman villain where like the whole thing is like the ventriloquist dummy is like the I don't know, mobster or something.
Oh, wow.
And like the puppeteer is like some coward guy, and he's like fully schizophrenic, and like,
this makes sense.
I feel like this could happen to these
Batman,
two.
Or what, a TV series, or what are we talking about?
I think like comics, and also the Batman animated series. He was featured in that one.
Okay.
But like, I feel like if these two people like lose their doll for like 12 minutes, I was gonna say 12 hours, but 12 minutes, if they lose sight of them, they're just gonna have a mental break.
Oh, for sure,
just, like,
absolutely.
How will we express ourselves?
Freak out.
Right.
By the way, I was in a Batman series called Gotham Knights, which has since been canceled. And that's because the show sucked.
That's right. They didn't keep you, so fuck them.
But I played a character who gave the word for Batman to be killed. And oddly, in Gotham Knights, there was no Batman. So hence the show really, it was like Batman's kids and his friends. So it was like 90210 Gotham. And who wants to really see that?
Well, yeah. No one wants to watch the college years. We all stopped in high school.
Right. And Batman with no Batman. Gotham with no Batman.
Weird.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, your father probably thinks you've disowned him. I'll see you later.
Julie. Isaac.
Hi, Mom.
Mom.
She's beside herself.
Mom, the button you sewed on my sweater came off again. Mom, it's time to take me to Girl Scout.
She's thinking.
All happening so fast.
Thinking hard.
I'm not ready for it.
You're not, Julie.
Just too damn young to have grown-up children.
She's right.
Yes, you are. Why give up your life on a cruise ship to go to Girl Scouts and band practice and make science projects?
Who is
Girl,
this
live your
guy?
best life. Yeah, he's
In
not worth
Alaska.
it. Yeah, and in Alaska. I mean, look, I love Alaska. I've been there. It's beautiful. But like, you're living on a cruise ship. You have lots of different dudes coming in and out. You can choose anybody.
It's like some dude, Mormon from Utah, just going and finding a woman and bringing her back to the ranch. Bring her back to the ranch. I don't know.
Yeah, who would do that?
Who would do that? It sounds like a reality TV show. No, I just don't. I don't.
The mystery with producer
Oh,
Caleb
the glories
deepens.
of motherhood.
Who is producer Caleb? Where does he live? And
we don't know.
For those avid viewers, they know where he lives, and we're not saying it.
We'll have to do a Where in the World is Caleb. So.
You know, speaking of, I hear producer Caleb may be off to jolly old England.
He is going to England.
Yes.
We're proud of him.
We'll say no more.
We'll say no more. We'll wait.
Accepted to a nice little trip over there.
Yes, you were. A nice little educational trip, which we all like.
You're not joining the revamped Beatles in Liverpool.
I'm going to Hogwarts, okay?
He's going to Hogwarts, yeah.
I've said
This
it.
is what's happening, yeah.
Yeah.
We're coming to visit.
Brilliant. I love that. I wish that were true. Maybe
I wish it was true.
Stay tuned, everyone. He's going to England for a reason, and that may be the
Hogwarts,
reason.
yeah.
Hogwarts Academy. Maybe the last clip. It sure looks like it might be.
Gee, when a girl breaks up with a guy's kids, it's,
Jack.
You creep. Just put kids as
I'm
a
so sorry.
pawn in
So
your
sorry.
own life.
You don't have to say a word. I don't want to tie anybody down unless that person wants to be tied down.
Bullshit.
Jack, you're a wonderful man, and I care about you a great deal.
Well, that's something we have in common because I care a great deal for you, too. You want to go inside and have a drink?
No.
A little dancing?
Wait for it.
Midnight buffet?
You know,
Wait for it.
She wants a boom boom.
hey, don't tell me you've run out of ideas.
Julie turns the tables.
Look
I
at
have a
Julie
problem
being a
with
little
that.
minx. Huh?
I did have a problem with this scene with Julie. Like this whole episode, she was on board with having this family, marrying this guy, living in Alaska, having the time of her life.
Okay.
And then something switched really last minute. And then the clip we saw, she was like, I'm not ready to have kids. Like this old, I'm ready. I still have life to live. And then she told the kids, it was like, hey, I can't be your mother, but I really want to, but I'm just too young. And then that's why the kids were like, oh, we'll miss you. We love you. And then
On to the
Julie
next one.
told the husband or like the dad. And that's why the clip we just saw, he was like, I don't want to tie anyone down. I don't want to force anyone to be tied down if they're not ready. And then Julie goes, you know what? Thank you. Now let's have sex.
Now let's have sex, yeah.
Like it just feels out of place, and Julie's like, oh, I really want to be with you. I really love you. I really want to do this with you, but I can't. So let's just have sex anyways.
Right. Well, is it any surprise that Julie has her thinking in that direction for all the sexual abuse that she's been dealt with and does on a regular basis, that she wants to control the situation. For once, I know she tried to control the situation with Doc, of all people, at one point. It's like, Julie, how could you ask me that? Sick episode, season 1. Look it up. It's a tough one. But in this one, Julie drops what she doesn't want and goes after what she does want. And honestly, I hear what you're saying, Producer Caleb, but good for her.
Well, yeah, and also, like, what kind of idiot dude introduces his kids to somebody after 24 hours, and then he's all like, this is what happens when you break up with kids. Like, you, dude, I didn't ask to meet your kids. Like,
to be fair.
To be fair. So are we letter Kenny now? To be fair.
Another apologetic on his end. She met the kids, like she ran up to them and the kids were like fighting or whatever. She broke up the fight.
Oh, okay.
And the dad came and was like, oh, sorry, my kids are a ruckus. And then the kids were like, hey, my dad has a thing for Julie, so let's go set it up. So the kids ran over to Julie and was like, hey, my dad really wants you to have dinner with him. And she's like, oh, really? And the kids take her to the table. And the dad's like, what are you doing here? She's like, well, the kids said, I didn't say that. And she's like, these sneaky kids. But anyways, while I'm here, let's have dinner together.
Yeah, of course.
And so the kids were the ones that were pulling the strings in the background.
Okay.
And so.
Still some Julie empowerment. Julie gets in over her head, always does. Julie reconsiders, doesn't always do that. And Julie rights herself and gets what Julie wants. And those are 3 things we don't usually see.
Good for Julie.
Yes. What you're saying remains true, Producer Caleb.
No, yeah, for sure.
Some empowerment, which they wrestle with and try sometimes in season 2 of The Love Boat, and they always grandly fail. But this time, in a strange way, Julie took charge of the situation.
And she's still going to somebody at her office. So, I mean, that's still like a weird thing to me that people are hooking up with people at their office.
In her office? Well,
they're at work. They're at work.
She works on the boat.
Yeah.
Well, and really, unfortunately, bad for Julie. The dude's like a ferret, man. So, I mean, she should have went for Robert Urich, but he was busy spanking underage kids.
Right, and adopting kids.
In the last episode. Don't ask.
Just picking them up.
Yeah, go and watch it, listen to it. All right, well, Producer Caleb, before you say what you say, and you say it well, by the way, I just want to thank everybody for listening and definitely subscribe to what we have here. And there's a better way to say it, and Producer Caleb always says it better.
He does a great job with it.
Well, yeah, I don't know if anyone's aware, but we do have a YouTube channel where we post these podcasts every Thursday, just like every other listening platform. So you haven't subscribed to our YouTube, be sure to do that, because we might do some live streams where you could see the clips or us. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? But anyways, hope you guys liked this week's episode. Make sure you like it, subscribe, share with a friend, and we'll see you all on the Love Boat next week.
We're sailing away, but we will be back with a new episode of Crime Cruise, Love Boat Exposed. Make sure to subscribe. We're on all your favorite podcast platforms, and connect with us at loveboatexposed.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure, but I have duties on the bridge. Good evening.